Today we'll be watching a training video intended to teach you the requirements and procedures necessary to perform the mandatory emergency fire recall system testing. This testing must be done each month to satisfy the state of Arizona elevator requirements. All test results must be documented and kept in the elevator machine room. During this training session, you will learn the proper method to perform each test as well as document the test results. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoyed this short training session.
Richard, one of the duties you'll be responsible for completing each month is the emergency fire recall testing and documentation for all the elevators on campus.
I haven't done this type of testing before. Is there a procedure for testing and a form for the documentation?
Yes, there is, and I'll go through all that with you and provide you with the documentation.
Do all elevators have Phase 1 and Phase 2 operation?
National Code requires all elevators have Phase 1 and Phase 2 operation.
Thanks. Where do we begin?
Let's go ahead and start with this bank of elevators. First, we need to locate the key switch, which is located on the push-button faceplate on the main egress floor for each elevator bank.
Is this it here?
Yes, it is. Now that you've located the key switch, go ahead and insert the key and turn it to the on position.
What's going to happen when I turn this key?
The elevators will recall to the main egress floor. Doors will open and remain open.
What if someone tries to get in and call it to another floor?
The elevators will not respond to a car call to any other floor while in emergency firefighters operation mode.
Okay, what's next?
Well, that concludes the Phase 1 portion of the test. Now that the elevators have recalled to the main egress floor, the doors are open, we can go ahead and proceed with Phase 2.
Phase 2. Test 1. The first test is the door close-open functions. Remove the key from the lobby key switch, but leave the key switch in the on position. Locate the firefighter's key switch in the car push-button panel. It will be directly below the firefighter's symbol or jewel. It could be behind a lock panel. Insert the key into the switch and rotate the key to the on position. This places the car in the Phase 2 condition. Press the door close button until the doors begin to close. Once the doors have started to close, release the button and the doors should immediately reopen. Test 2. Press the door close button again until the doors close completely. While still holding the door close button, push 2 or more floor buttons above the main egress floor, and the car should begin to travel upward to the next selected floor. Test 3. Now that the car has begun to move, press the call cancel button. The car should stop at the next available floor. The doors will remain closed. Test 4. With the car stopped and the key switch in the on position, press the door open button continuously until the doors begin to open. Once the doors begin to open, release the door open button and the doors should immediately close. Now reapply pressure to the door open button until the doors are completely open. Test 5. With the doors fully open, rotate the key to the hold position. Remove the key from the key switch and press a floor button. Also press any door operation button. There should be no door movement and the car should not move in any direction. Test 6. Reinsert the key into the key switch and rotate the key to the on position. Retest the door operation functions as described in Tests 1 and 2. Test 7. Once the doors are fully closed, as described in Test 2, rotate the key to the off position. The car should return to the main egress floor and the door should open and remain open. Now that Phase 2 testing is complete, ensure that the key is removed from the car key switch and the switch is in the off position. Proceed to the next car in the group and perform Phase 2 testing. Once Phase 2 tests have been performed on each car in the group, remove the key from the in-car switch and return to the lobby key switch. Insert the key into the Phase 1 lobby key switch and rotate the key to the reset position and then to the off position. Remove the key and proceed to the next elevator group to be tested.
Now that we've completed the testing for this bank of elevators, let's go ahead and place the key back into the key switch. Turn it all the way to the left to the reset position, then back to the off position and remove the key. The elevators have now been restored to normal service.
How can we be sure they're back to normal service?
You can go into the car, press a floor button, it'll go to the floor selected and the doors will open.
How do we complete the test form?
We'll go up to the elevator machine room and I'll show you that documentation.
Okay.
This is the form we use for documentation. We keep a copy here in the elevator machine room and one in the facilities office.
Okay.
I hope that you enjoyed this training video and that you gained all the information you will need to perform the mandatory emergency fire recall system testing. With practice, you should be able to perform all the required tests by the state of Arizona and provide proper documentation.